It's what I'm starting to hear, the whispers reaching my ears of warm intention.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Jenaya and this is Live 1,000 Lives. Hello everyone, editing Jenaya here, just to let you guys know that Saturday the 11th video I did not get done in time and I decided to give myself a break. I've been stressing out, so I decided to give myself a pass on that one. So there may be a couple other videos I give myself a pass on. Things are a little stressful right now, but I'm gonna at least try to get the majority and maybe take Saturdays off from uploading. It's just a thing I'm thinking about doing, but I hope you guys will still enjoy Bookmas and however many videos I can get up. So I'm thinking of only taking off Saturdays, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, back to the original video. Welcome to Bookmas Day 12. Today is Sunday, and today we are doing a true crime story that happened on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. So this is stuff I am interested in. I know it's different from all my bookish content, but I thought that I could share a little bit more with you about myself and the things that I am interested in. Today we're doing a story. I don't know if you guys have heard of this one. It's called the Kovia Massacre. So this one was a really interesting story to me when I read it, and I thought I would share it with you guys. So this happened on Christmas Eve in 2008 in Kovia, which is a city in the suburbs of Los Angeles, California in the United States, which is where I live in the United States. I don't live in California. No. But I live in the United States, and I don't live too far from California. So, yeah. I do have another true crime special that I would like to do after Bookmas is over on a crime that happened when I was a little girl in my hometown. So, stay tuned for that. There were 9 people who were killed during this massacre on Christmas Eve. They were either killed by gunshots or a fire, which just blows my mind. And they were all killed at the same place. I won't go into where because I don't want like any of that, you know, to come out. But there was a Christmas Eve party going on. 45-year-old Bruce Jeffrey Pardo entered the house wearing a Santa suit. And this is why I wanted to do this one, because he was dressed as Santa Claus going to a Christmas Eve party. Santa Claus, you guys. Something's wrong with this guy. There's different reasons for him to have done this. Marital problems is what is suspected for the reason behind his violent actions. His divorce was finalized on December 18th, so only a few days before this happened. 3 people, including his ex-wife and his former in-laws, were initially declared missing. It is reported that his ex-wife and her family were the targets of his attack. Let's go a little bit deeper into this. At approximately 11:30 at night, Bruce Pedro, dressed as Santa, knocked on the door of his in-laws' house. So he knocks on the door, and there were 25 people in the house at the time. He had a gift wrap package that contained a rolling air compressor converter to deliver gasoline. So he was basically going to like set this place ablaze, man. He also had 4 9mm semi-automatic handguns on him. Moments after they had opened the door, he pulled out the handguns and immediately shot his 8-year-old niece His 8-year-old niece was the first victim. What is wrong with people? Oh my gosh. I'm not going to give out her name or anything like that because I don't feel like that's appropriate because she's a minor. She ran to greet him. He shot her in the face. Then he was shooting at the fleeing people in the residence. Speculate that he may have stood over some of the victims while using other handguns. So basically he had some on the floor and was shooting other people as he was standing over them. And that he probably like close range executed them. What the heck? After he was done shooting people, he unwrapped the package containing the compressor with the gas in it and sprayed the home and set the home ablaze. The 9 people that died either died from the gunfire or the flames. 3 others were wounded. Girl, the 8-year-old girl that was shot in the face, her condition was severe but non-life threatening. So that's great, but how much trauma does she have? How much trauma does that poor child have? Because this guy is crazy. A 16-year-old girl was shot and wounded in the back. A 20-year-old woman suffered a broken ankle from jumping out of the 2nd-story window. There was one survivor who called the authorities during the attack and escaped to a neighbor's house. The fire soared for about 40 to 50 feet and took 80 firefighters in an hour and a half to extinguish. That's a lot of time. So because the fire was so big and hot, it was really hard to identify some of the victims, and they had to use dental and medical records. So after he was done setting the house ablaze, he put on street clothes and drove a rental car to his brother's house, which was about 30 miles away. And that is where Pedro, was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. His brother was not home at the time, thank goodness, because he probably would have either been a victim or seen his brother commit his self-harm act. It seemed that Bruce was going to flee to Canada because he had bought a plane ticket to Canada, but then it had a layover in Minnesota. So he like changed his mind last minute. He didn't want to go to Minnesota apparently. Bruce had called a high school friend that he had planned to visit days before apparently, but investigators were unsure if he actually intended to visit or if the flight was to fool investigators so that, you know, throw them off their trail, apparently. He left the Santa suit at the house while it was on fire so that it had melted. While he was dousing the house, though, some of the Santa suit had adhered to his skin, so he couldn't remove the entire thing. He suffered 3rd-degree burns on his arms, and they think that's why he decided to go against his initial plan, was because there was evidence he couldn't get rid of. Police also found $17,000 in cash, cling wrapped, so like wrapped on the inside of his leg, inside a girdle. How weird. The rental car, he parked 1 block from his brother's house, like fibers and stuff from the Santa suit in it. There was 4 13-round handguns that were empty found at the scene, and at least 200 rounds of ammunition. So when they found all that, they treated the car as a threat, like a bomb threat. And so the bomb squad had to come and remove a portion of the Santa suit with a robot, and they started a fire in the vehicle, burning and destroying all the evidence in it. So at Bruce's house, Police received 5 empty boxes for semi-automatic handguns, a tactical shotgun, and a container for high-octane fuel, gasoline. They also found what was described as a virtual bomb factory. So they basically found like a whole bunch of stuff. There was more behind his motive, apparently, or that's what they assume, than just his divorce. It was kind of like the divorce was the last straw. He had no criminal record and no history of violence before this. That's amazing, really. He had been fired from his job at ITT, and there was speculations that the divorce may have been caused by Bruce concealing a child from a previous relationship. The child was severely injured in a swimming pool accident several years prior, and he didn't support his child, nor did he pay support to the ex-wife and her children. There was a lot of reasoning behind why he did this. To me, that's like a crazy story. Like, you just randomly flip a switch. I mean, he had no record, and then all of a sudden one day decides to wake up and kill 9 people. Like, I do not understand humanity sometimes. This was a wild story. I was reading it and I was just like, what is going on? And obviously, like, there was no justice there because he killed himself. So, like, the poor victims don't even get the justice they deserve. I mean, yeah, he's no longer able to do it to anyone else, but, like, I always feel like that is the biggest, like, cop-out, you know? Like, you've done this horrible thing. You don't want to go to jail, so you're just gonna, you know, at least let the people give you the death penalty. Like, I don't know. To me, that's just not right. It's just, but anyway, hope that entertains you a little bit. I don't want this to be too terribly long, but I did want to touch base on this true crime obsession of mine. Well, if you like this, please let me know, because if you guys do like this kind of thing, I will try to do at least one a month, and we'll add true crime to my channel because I love it. I'm working on how I want to do it, so we'll see. But yeah, if you have any suggestions or any story ideas you'd like me to go over, leave them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video, ding the little bell icon, comment down below, and consider hitting the subscribe button to join the 1000 Life fam with us here. Remember, I have all my social media links in the description box for you if you want to be my friend on any other platform. I have my Amazon wish list in the description box for you guys if you want to see the books I'm interested in, or if you fancy sending me a surprise. Remember, guys, I have mental health links in all of my videos from the start of 2021. If you or someone you know needs them, please use them. I also have the links for this story in the description box for you guys as well, so you can go and check those out and get more details. Remember, guys, a reader lives 1,000 lives, and so can you. So keep on reading, and remember to stay safe and healthy. Be happy and kind, and always love one another. See you in the next Bookmas video. Bye!
Christmas. We'll burn the coziest fire while wrapping love that's disguised as pretty presents.